Good evening, I'm Paul the Tech Giant, and tonight I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for your Sony TV. And the TV that we're going to be using in this video is this 65-inch Sony A90J OLED. Just want to say a big thanks to box.co.uk for kindly sending over this TV for me to test, and if you're looking to purchase a new TV for yourself, then please go and check out their link in the description where you'll find all the latest prices and amazing deals on such TVs and loads of other models. So please go check them out. Right, let's crack on then, and as you can see we've got the TV turned off at the moment. Got my remote to hand. Let's just say I want to watch YouTube now. Normally you'd think you'd turn the TV on and then press the shortcut button, but no, with this remote all you have to do simply press on either of the shortcut buttons and that should turn the TV on and fire straight into the app that you have selected. There you go. Now, as you can see, we do have this TV wall mounted, but did you know that you can adjust the sound to suit if the TV is wall mounted or on a tabletop stand? Now, the way that we do this is by getting up our main settings, going to display and sound, then to sound, and then scroll down to TV position. And as you can see, it says tabletop stand. So let's change that to wall mounted. Now, whilst we're in this neck of the woods, it would be rude not to show you the acoustic auto calibration. Now, what this does, it tunes the sound to your room. So let's just click on that and go calibration setup. And what this does, it utilizes the microphone in the remote control to tune it to the room. So let's just fire this up now. And there we go, complete calibration will be applied. Now on our remote control we do have a home button, and if we press that once we go to the home menu, but did you know if you actually hold down that home button we got this little pop-up menu at the side there which shows our account, settings, time, inputs, picture and notifications. Right, so now that we are in the home menu, let's take a look at the apps. Now, some of these apps that are already on that bar, you may not want there. And one good reason for this is because we do have some shortcuts just there. So for instance, Netflix, why do we need it on our apps bar when we already have a shortcut? So those ones we might as well bin off. So if we go all the way to the end and to see all, and what we do is move over to say Netflix, where your apps is. And if we use the enter button just there, hold it down for a long press, and then we select on move. Then what we do is move out of that arrange your app section, move that down, and then press the enter or the back button. There we go. Let's say we want to put something different up there, say YouTube music. So we'll highlight that, press the enter button on the remote control, go to move, then we move that up, and then press back or enter. And there we go. If we go back out of that now, you can see on your apps, we now have YouTube music. Now let's just say we don't like the position of where it is on the apps bar. Again, grab the remote, long press on the enter button, press on move, and then we can move that to wherever we want on that bar. And then once again, just press the back button. And there we go. Now, what about if we want to delete an app forever? Well, what we need to do, grab our remote control, press on the settings button, go to our main settings, go to apps, then go down to see all apps. So now what we do is find an app that we want to delete off. So when I downloaded the other day, internet speed test, now I can either move across or I could just press on the enter button and then go down to uninstall, click on that and then press OK. Now, one concern for many OLED owners is the risk of burning through static images. So I've got a great tip for you. If you are on the home screen and you press the back button on the remote, that will fire up a screensaver, and this will rotate through a number of different images. But if it's not moving quick enough for you, don't worry, grab your remote and use the directional buttons left or right to flick through the images until you find something that you like. Now, if you don't like the type of images that you are being shown, you can actually change the type of category. So the way that we do this is by going to our main settings, then go to system, then ambient mode, And then if we scroll down to Art Gallery and click on that, then we can tick or untick whichever category we wish. Now, backing out of that just once more, we can see that if you wish, you can actually use Google Photos to put your own photos as a screensaver, which is great. And also, if we scroll down from that, we have the ability to turn off whether we are displayed the weather and the time with those screensavers. Next up, let's take a look at inputs. So let's press the inputs button just once. And there we go, we got our inputs bar just there, but you can quickly jump all the way to the end if you just simply hold down the inputs button. There we go. Now, if we wish, we can go to the edit button. And as you can see, we have got a load of apps just here. And if we want, we can add an app to that list. So select whichever one it is you want, press enter, back out of it, and then it will be added to that inputs list. Now, going back into the edit once again, now this is quite a handy little feature. So let's go to one of the inputs just here. So let's say HDMI 4. Now we have the option to have it on auto. So if a device is connected to HDMI 4 and working, then it will show up on the list. We can have it just tick so it always show up, or we can untick it so it won't show at all. Let's take a look at the quick settings menu. So one press on the settings button will get that up. Let's just say, for instance, we don't like where the brightness level is on that menu bar just there. So what we do is hold down on the enter button for a long press. Then we've got the opportunity to hide or move that particular thing. So I'm going to press enter. And then I'm going to use the directional buttons to move it to where I want. And then I'm going to press the back button to drop it into place. Now, what about if we don't like some of the options that we have on the screen? Let's just say there's too many of them. We want to shorten them down or add something extra in there. Well, if we go all the way to the end, we do have an edit button just there. And as you can see, all the ones that we have on that list are there ticked. And if we want to remove something, let's just say the wide mode there. We just click on that, that unticks it, that will remove it from that list. And then we have some other ones there that obviously haven't been ticked, and if we wish to add that, we would simply just highlight whichever one it is, press on that, back out of it, and there we go, it has now been added to that list. Now, on our remote control, we have this TV button just here, and this is actually customizable to change to whatever input we wish. So the way that we do this is to go to the main settings, then channels and inputs, then down to TV button shortcut. And now, as you can see, we can assign that TV button to be any one of these inputs. So I'm going to say HDMI 2, and now when I press the TV button on the remote, there we go, goes straight to HDMI 2. Now, on the main home menu, it does look a little bit cluttered, if I am being totally honest. And it's not everyone's cup of tea, but there is a way of slimming it down just to your simple apps bar. So the way that we do this is go into the main settings, go to accounts and sign in, then go to your account and then scroll down to apps only mode and turn that on. Now, when we go back to the main menu, as you can see, we just have our simple apps bar. So you want to find out some additional information about what's going on with your externally connected devices? Well, we've got a PlayStation 5 hooked up at the moment, and if we press on this little I button on the remote, and as you can see, it then brings up some additional information. And there you have it then, guys. Now, hopefully you have appreciated all those great tips and tricks. And if you have, please spare me 1 second of your time to just give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you'd love to see more videos like this in the future, then please hit that subscribe button and help me get to my goal of 100,000 subscribers. So thanks very much for joining me today, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.